Welcome to Open Ice Hockey's coverage of the 2012 MasterCard Memorial Cup in Shawinigan, Quebec. All four teams have arrived and want nothing more than to leave the Center Bio nest on May 27th with a cup in hand. First, we have the Shawinigan Cataracts, who finished the season with the second best record in the QMJHL. The success did not continue in the playoffs as they lost to Chicoutimi in the second round. The Cataracts picked up 3 defensemen during the year, including Brandon Gormley, who took part in the 2010 Memorial Cup with the Moncton Wildcats.
We gotta focus on one game at a time here. I think my previous Mem Cup, I think we got caught up in looking too far ahead, looking at the big picture, and not taking it step by step. And this time around we have to do a better job of that.
Like, we want to bring intensity the first 10 minutes. Like, it's been a while we didn't play, so want to come out strong at the first period.
From the QMJHL, the St. John Sea Dogs are looking to follow the 2009-2010 Windsor Spitfires lead by becoming the 9th team to win back-to-back Memorial Cups. The Sea Dogs had the Q's best record and swept Rimouski in the championship series. The Sea Dogs have relatively the same core from last year's championship squad, with the addition of USA World Junior standout Charlie Coyle. The Minnesota Wild prospect put up big numbers upon his arrival, potting 72 points in 40 games split between the regular season and the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I just kept trying to play my game. I just try to be as complete as a player I can. I came to a pretty good team with some good players, and so they make it easy for me.
He's been everything we expected him to be. Our playoff MVP, and right when he stepped in, he was a huge impact in our success. He's a great hockey player. He's got a bright future, and like I said, he's a pro already. So he's a huge part of our club, and we're really happy to have him.
London is the youngest team in the tournament. They have 4 eligible prospects for the 2012 NHL draft, the most in the tourney. But they have been relying on a couple of players not quite old enough for this year's draft to provide for their offensive depth.
We had a good start to the season. I think a lot of people counted us out because we were so young, but our young players were great for us, and that allowed us to make it this far.
It's not easy being young, but Max and I have been doing it all year, and I think we've been doing a pretty good job of it. So we just got to keep plugging away and run with the big guys.
It's been a lot of fun. Obviously, at the start of the year, it was a goal of everyone in that locker room to make it here, and now we just got to follow through and win it.
From the WHL, the Edmonton Oil Kings come into this tournament breathing fire, not because they've had anything spicy, but because this team won 22 consecutive games from late in the regular season until Game 4 of the third round versus Moose Jaw in a series they won 4-1. The Oil Kings' only real competition came in the championship series as they slipped past the Portland Winterhawks in a tight 7-game series.
That run there was pretty awesome for us. I've never really been on anything like that. We tried not to think about it too much, but it ended there in Moose Jaw.
The Oil Kings claim to have one of the hottest goaltenders in Laurent Brossoit. Despite his French-sounding name, he doesn't quite speak the French of his ancestors.
Actually, I do speak French, but it's been so long that I kind of lost it. I quit French immersion when I was in grade 9, and my parents don't speak any French, so that's probably the reason why I lost it so quickly. It's really a team thing. My defensemen elevated their game just as much as I did. They kept the play to the perimeter and really gave me a chance to just control my rebounds and make everything look simple.
A big part of Brossoit's game is in credit to the blue liners in front of him, including Buffalo Sabres prospect and Oil Kings team captain Mark Pysyk and potential top 10 NHL draft pick Griffin Reinhart.
It's fun to play in front of a guy that's going to bail you out lots. If you can play with a lot more confidence. I mean, as a defenseman, you gap up. If you're going to get beat once or twice a game, you can pretty much count on him there. We could the last bit.
I think right now, just all of our lines are going right now. Our defense is playing well, and like you said, Brossoit is playing unbelievable. So all of that combined is what it's going to take for us to be successful here and what it has been in the past.
Shawinigan is hoping to be a 3rd straight host team to reach the Memorial Cup final, following in the footsteps of the Mississauga St. Michael's Majors and the Brandon Wheat-Kings. Meanwhile, the defending champions Sea Dogs are hoping to win it all and be in conversation as a CHL dynasty, kind of like Taylor Hall and the Windsor Spitfires of 2009 and 2010. Now we go over to London, and they're a very young team, and there's been a lot of talk in media circles that this team could potentially win this tournament, then return again for the 2013 Memorial Cup in Saskatoon. Now then there's Edmonton, who had that hot streak in March and all the way through April through their playoffs. They're hoping to start a new streak of their own, and that'd be 4 games in a row to win the Memorial Cup. In Shawinigan at the 2012 Memorial Cup, I'm Nathan Deering for Open Ice Hockey.